is your favorite podcast, Let's Talk About This. And I am your host, Joshua Yodeji. Everybody knows me as Icon J. And as usual, my guys are also in the studio with me discussing, thought-provoking discuss, that uncomfortable truth that you're trying to hide from. We'll discuss it today. Today, we'll be looking at fashion trends, this new rise of the multicultural. And our guest is in the house with us. Alex is here. Caro is here. And our guest is also here with us. But first, Alex, introduce yourself quickly.
Hi,
Your usual Alex.
Alex.
I'm Prince Alex anyway.
Prince Alex always. Alex always.
Caro, introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm not Alex always, I'm Caro Laura.
I love doctor.
Yeah.
And our guest today is a model.
Yeah.
Very outspoken. I'm very glad we have her in the studio with us, actually, ladies and gentlemen. Her name is Blossom. Blossom, talk to all people.
Hi guys, how you doing? Hope you're good out there.
I'm very sure they are good. We'll see now next
They are
week.
supposed to be good.
Since Alex, at least.
Actually.
Yeah, now, one of the things is that, growing up, I always wanted to talk to a model, like personal. I have models as friends, but we've never gotten the time to talk deep because many times we say they are on set, they are doing this, they are that. But finally, we have one in the studio with us.
So that I could fulfill your wish. Glad.
Okay, now fulfilling this wish now. Let's talk about this.
Okay.
How does it feel being a model, styling and representing people's creativity all the time in bodily form? How does it feel, particularly doing it all the time, constantly?
Okay, first of all, I'll say this. I always say this. Business is pleasure. Business is pleasure, not business before pleasure, not pleasure before business. Business is
It's pleasure.
pleasure.
Okay.
I do what I do because I love it. I do what I do because I like it. I like being on the runway. I like when the makeup artist comes and takes off my face. When my stylist comes, makes my hair, my designer tells me, okay, that's the dress you're going to wear. Alright. I like going for trainings, casual trainings. I like wearing long heels, 6 inches. Give it to me. I love it. So me personally, actually, it can be subjective to some other models. People are actually quite different. So, but me personally, I really love what I do. Actually, I really love what I do. You see me on the road, my camera is always much.
But one thing I remember, when I was in school, my tertiary institution, they write something on the board. Dress the way you want to be addressed. That is, the way you
true.
look
That's
sometimes determines what people will call you.
true.
Now, we've come to a point, is one of the things that is core to us in Africa, our kind of culture, is the fact that dressing is part of culture.
Oh yeah.
Dressing is a major core part of culture. If I see someone on, the danshiki, I know that I definitely this Yoruba. If I see someone on rapper, I know that I definitely this one. And if I see someone with maybe a short gown, or a guy with a multi, it's something that is trending in our generation today.
Okay.
You see a guy just come out, maybe it could be on jeans. The jeans could be torn, he might have a white sneakers. Then the next thing you might see the guy, maybe he has operating Chanel's Neso.
Yeah.
You get another, and the time it's the alte culture. Fashion determines generations. I don't, for someone like you tend to, be addressed in multiple ways.
Oh yeah.
You get, today you can be on someone who is trying to present, cultural clothes. Another day is trying to present the alte culture. Another day is trying to present the, trendy kind of white culture and all that. Now, looking at the fashion industry itself, how do you describe the fashion of today and how we can term it? There's this thing called the alte culture. You should be a bit familiar with it. Can you bring it to light to us a bit?
Okay, so there is alternative culture.
Like
actually.
alternative culture.
Yeah, I know. Me personally, I won't lie. It just sprung up one day actually.
Okay.
And to some large extent, I don't really say I'm against it to some large extent actually. Okay, I don't know that it's still trending though actually, but there's this time that models will come, they'll wear clothes, they'll first show you how to wear the clothes. The lady will start by wearing a trouser. Then later she'll wear a long skirt that has a very high slit.
Mm-hmm.
Then the trouser will disappear, she'll now wear a shorter skirt on that longer skirt
Yeah.
with a top. Yeah. And the first time I actually saw that video, I was like, it's nice because it really looks good on her. She was not a Nigerian actually, but it really looked good on her. The next time I saw the video, I saw a man wearing it.
Wow.
But when the man was wearing it, he was wearing it for a wrong way show. And when he was, normally for you to be a model, you must exude confidence actually.
Okay.
So when he was carrying himself on the wrong way, to me personally, it looked good on him. It actually did look good on him, the way he carried himself and everything. He didn't scare, he didn't mind, he was doing his work flawlessly.
Yeah.
So it looked good on him actually. So, and that was okay for me. In my head, it was cool. But then we have some guys that take it to another extent.
Extreme, yeah.
You get. So, now let's come back to Nigeria. Nigeria mentality is that sometimes guys wear that they paint their nails, they put on earrings, they wear skirts and all this girly kind of dress. We actually, let's not lie, we all feel that they are gay.
Okay.
Let's not lie, we all feel that they are gay. I'm kind of guilty of that too in some way.
Okay, so you also judge once.
Once actually. We all feel that they're actually gay. But then again, it's like I said, it's because we're in Nigeria actually. Okay, I'll give this scenario. I went out with my friend one day, we bought a gown. The gown I bought was long.
Okay.
The slit was at the back and the slit was not even long. It had a spaghetti hand like Auntie Carol here. But my back was kind of opened.
Okay.
But it was not so opened. That's when I now made my hair. So when I went out that day, I brought my hair down.
Okay,
To
so that to cover that
the
part.
back.
Okay.
But if you see me like straight up without the back, the gown is nice. It's very long actually. It stopped me here. The gown is long. That's the slit at the back, but just that back like open. So I used my hair to cover the back. My friend wore an orange gown. He had a slit here, but that slit you could drag it down. It had a
Yeah.
rope. So even if you wanted the slit not to even be noticeable at all, you could drag the
Just
rope
drag
up
the
here.
rope,
yeah.
But then what's the funny that? So the slit like stopped here. She put the rope here. Her own back was not even as big as mine. It was just very small.
Okay.
So she put her hair to the side. So when we were now going to where we were going to, we were just going out because she's also a model. So we saw the looks we were getting.
Oh.
You get. We saw the looks we were getting.
Mhm.
And the first thing that entered my head was that we Nigerians, we should really stop this to some certain extent actually.
Okay.
There are some clothes that are really just nice. They are just nice. But because we feel that anybody that wears something that has a slit or something that maybe is short or has an open back, the girl is automatically a shower. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand,
She's,
yeah.
she's doing hookup or won't be girl like that.
Exactly.
And majority of the times, no, 50-50 actually. It's not really always like that. Because there are some people like me that actually just like to dress nice. The dress was pretty. If I show you the picture, you will see it, you will like it. It was very pretty. Does that not mean that because I wore something like that, I'm now such a bad
girl.
person? You know, you said something when we started the show, you said, it's how you dress that you get dressed.
Yeah.
But there are sometimes that people that have bad intentions, like those are showers now that wear it, they just tend to classify all of us with them. And it's most times not really always so actually. Because when we went for an event and the dress was okay. But all the mummies that saw us on the road,
They will definitely talk.
the guys, the bike men, everybody was just giving us looks. And then I told my friend that we know what we are going to go and do, we are going to go.
Yeah.
We know where we're going, what we're wearing.
Yeah.
And in no way, if our parents see us, they'll say that it is revealing. Because there was nothing of shame. I'm telling you, it was a straight gown. But it hugged me well. You get. My hair was actually even covering my back. So if you don't even look closely, you will not know that the back is open. But because they are wearing that, we did fine hair, we look pretty.
Okay, let me ask
you are
you
going
this.
to do something wrong.
So, as a model, have you ever been in a scenario whereby you're invited probably for video fixing or photo shoots and what they are kind of attire they're giving you is not what you can put on and you have to decline? Have you ever been in that situation?
Actually, at this point of my career, I'm actually not in that situation yet.
Okay.
But I did have a mentor. It was my first catwalk instructor actually. So he asked me one time, he said, listen, he said, if I was to ever get to a point in my career whereby I have to, he said, use this word, he said I have to wear something exposing or I maybe have to
Wear something
scratch
really
your back,
big.
wear something really,
Nude.
or scratch your back so I can get to a higher position. He said, what would I do? And I told him that me personally, I love modeling. And I love the fact that everybody that knows me knows I'm doing modeling. My parents support me full time. So, and I said that I'm not, what my own modeling is, I'm trying to portray something else actually. I'm trying to portray that you can be a Christian and you can do modeling. You don't
okay.
have to.
You don't have to
You don't have to
reveal yourself. You
reveal
don't have to go
yourself.
naked.
You don't have to go naked. You don't have to do this scratch my back and scratch your back stuff. It all depends on you, your principles, and your level of discipline. Sure, you get. If you know where you're going to, surely you get there.
Okay, that's one. Then the second question I have for you is: have you ever been, because as a model, of course, you go for all these competition, maybe competing for a crown or something.
And that's pageantry. We should all speak. I
And-
think that's another topic for another day.
Okay.
No. This is where people actually get it wrong.
Okay.
Please. I guess everything is objective though, but pageanteers are different from models.
Oh,
Anybody
okay.
can do pageantry. And to Carol like this now, if not for age actually, she can do pageantry.
Okay, you think
You
I'm
saw
old?
the come on,
Bring it
let's
on.
not-
Violence,
Bring
violence.
it on, bring it on.
No.
Ó súnmọ́ ti kọjá youth.
Just to go out to go
Let's
out.
not ask you now, let's not go there actually. But the truth
I'm
is,
a Gen Z buddy.
I believe you, babe.
For where?
Take it away.
They play.
What do you mean?
But the truth is actually, anybody can do pageantry.
Okay.
Anybody, as long as the pageantry is just as long as you have the money and you can exude the confidence too, you can do it. But not everybody can be a model, please. A runway model to be specific.
Specific, yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Okay.
So I like to clarify that with people.
Okay.
Anybody can do pageantry.
So you've never been in a pageantry?
I'm not a pageanteer.
Oh.
Although one day, in the future, when I'm in the mood, just go for the crown.
When I'm in the mood.
Yeah, but I'm
baby.
not a pageanteer actually. I'm a runway model. I'm not a pageanteer.
That works.
Yeah. So that is actually though.
So there's this trend. I think we're evolving kind of.
Okay.
Because a lot of our cultural outfits are beginning to show up in runways like the likes of Ashoke,
Yeah.
Adire,
Yeah.
Kampala, and all of that. And bringing this to us, I've seen a lot of creative ideas. Like I've seen men in suits do it with the regular Ashoke. You get Ankara. Now to my question: do you think we can actually go back
To
to
those
that
trends.
trend as it used to be, putting on the oleku? Because now we no longer do towobobe when you want to show your buba
Yeah.
for the normal wrapper. Because before, let me say, while growing up, we believe that once you putting on wrapper and buba, you are old. But now, young folks wear it.
Yeah,
So do you think we can actually go back to that trend of
Really going back to
yeah,
that fashion
really
trend
going
of
back
those
to
days.
it, because like really doing it, probably wearing it to work.
Okay, now you had me, and then at your last sentence you lost me.
Okay.
Okay, naturally, actually, we can go back to it, but we can't go back to it fully. That is where I said your last sentence you lost me.
Okay.
Because you said wearing it to work.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't think we can actually go back to
Go
the
back.
aspect of whereby we feel so confident to wear it to work actually. But it's true, we can actually go back to that. As we are seeing it, we are trying to, I notice now that most of what the fashion designers are trying to do,
Yeah.
they're trying to bring African culture out back
And
onto the runway.
okay.
Yeah.
If I've noticed,
I
most
get it.
runway shows they are even incorporating dance to it. I hope you have actually noticed that.
Oh, yeah.
They're incorporating dance to it actually. When
Wow.
you show them the flair of the African beauty, they're incorporating
Yes,
dance to it
yes,
actually.
yes.
I think even in the last Lagos Fashion Show, they did it too. Epic Fashion Festival
Yeah.
too. They also did it.
So
like
do you
that.
think we are devaluing the value of our outfits?
No,
Because now we are
no,
taking
no.
it from, do you know the beauty of Ashoke is when you can see the full
The Guardian.
you get it. When you can see the full design and all of that, you can easily say, okay, this is Ashoke or Alari, this is Somiyo, this is
No, we
whatever,
can't.
whatever.
No, I won't say we're devaluing it. No, we're trying to move with the times. Actually,
Okay.
there will be designers that will bring the full beauty of it out. Actually, but it depends on individuals. That's the
Yeah.
truth.
Okay,
You know,
but
you.
I actually have
Okay.
this thing to ask. Right?
Okay, go ahead.
I've been listening to you since, and do you know what I've been running in my head is because I've been this kind of person that I love the fashion industry.
Yeah.
In fact, I love good clothes. You get? But there is something that is sort of a concern to me, especially those that do the runway stuff. The clothes you guys wear, to what purpose? One.
Okay.
Now you describe a particular wear. That is a particular clothes. The person wore a trouser, then
Short
a
skirt,
short skirt,
and
then a gown.
yes,
You understand?
yes.
Now, to what end is that? Now, what are we really driving to? Because it's almost looking like what the should I say it?
Come on, speak up now.
It's
Let's
more
talk about
violent.
it.
No,
Let's
okay,
talk
go straight,
about
go
it.
straight,
Okay,
go
now-
straight. No hide, no hide.
Now, it's like we are having same people wearing what the mad people on the street will normally wear.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
You
Okay,
understand?
oh.
Oh, damn.
You
I
understand?
know.
Okay.
Wait.
I
Then-
you are doing well.
Then, aside from the runway, I asked to what benefit, right? Now, aside from the runway, is that particular wear also
Used in our daily lives.
Can we really pick up that kind of dressing
To
and
our
say
daily lives.
yes, and people will not look at us like the mad people on the streets?
Okay, so the first question you asked,
Yeah.
you said, what we wear on the runway, to what purpose it is.
Yeah.
A model is a person who brings out the creativity, who brings out the beauty of the dresses he or she puts on. It's our work actually. We get paid for it. Our work is to wear your clothes, walk in it with confidence, show people that this is going to be pretty on you if you wear it. Show people the beauty of it. The front, the back, the left, the right. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Show people that this is it. The reason why we go for runway shows is so that those people, the audience, they can say that okay, it looks good on this person, so it's definitely look good on me. I can get this, wear it for this occasion, I can get this, wear it for that occasion. That is just our work basically. It's to bring out the beauty of what the designers have designed. So that is the purpose of it actually. That is the purpose of it, to bring out the beauty. We're models, we're there to, we're like mannequins. But
So that means you don't tackle the model, tackle the creator.
Yeah, because
not necessarily though, actually though.
no,
but
it's actually the
yes,
creator
it's
that
not
knows
less.
more on the design.
It's
So
either-
what you just do is
I want
just a
just to bring
reflection.
it out,
Bring it out.
just
Yeah.
to bring it out actually.
Okay.
If let's say Auntie now, I did a shoot for her. I don't know if you have seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen
But
it.
I brought it out
Yeah.
actually. So she was the one that knows basically why
Yeah.
she sold that gown, that type of gown. But my job was just to let people know that this is it. This is what it looks like. Do you like it? Do you not like it? It's up to the audience naturally.
Okay.
But we're just there to do our job. That's the first one. So the second one, you said these dresses that we do here, like the one I gave example of, can we wear it to be like, let me not lie. If we're in America, if we're in UK, if we're in Canada, if we're in all those other countries that is not Nigeria, yes, it's 100 to a far extent actually. They are more or less like normal clothes out there. When they see you wearing it outside,
Those
they'll know
things
that
that
this
look
one
like
is
rags.
no, not I don't know what you're picturing in your head right now. But when I'm picturing in my head, they are not looking like rags. When you talk about rags, you talk about rags.
I think fashion
Let-
itself.
let
No,
me- let me-
I
no,
think I
no,
kind
I
of
think I'm
let me
not
let me
getting it
let me
right now.
interpret what Alex is trying to say.
Please help me.
Now, it's what I was saying
That is
about
easy to understand.
alternatives. You understand? Now, you see, fashion is like artworks too as well.
Thank
Fashion
you.
is creative. Fashion is okay. You can see the design of the studio today. Another person can come today and say, I love it a bit more like scattered and all that. Gucci, everybody has the pattern they come from because I'm trying to express, and there is no direct way to expression. You know,
It's based on individual perspectives actually.
There's
Choices and preferences.
choices and preferences matters a lot. There was a time where we have the authoritarian. In Africa, we use an authoritarian approach to everything. In Africa, we believe this is how we should look like.
Okay.
US or in the Western world, they have this impressionistic. Just
They love to be
express.
creative.
Your creativity determines who you are. You can't say they are totally mad.
Okay.
You can't
Yes.
say you can't. I've seen mad people on suit. In suit not worn by people in the office. I've seen someone. I just saw someone this morning. I was walking to me.
In fact, there is a new mad man
This-
around in the
New
area.
mad
now.
man.
I don't record of
Yeah.
that.
He's like,
Yeah, you know say if they knew, you go know say this one are new. Nah,
And
you
you
just
man,
break.
they just
You
put
just
it in
break
the cabal,
shame.
abi.
You just break shame. You need to see the teddy bear is carrying with him.
It's cute, right?
Very tall teddy bear, brown. At some point, I have to take picture of it because I'm so posting it on social media. Please, if you are looking for your
Teddy
teddy,
bears.
just know that it's with this guy because Mr. No collect teddy bear for February.
Whereas you will look at pictures of some of the most intelligent men in the world. You know, I told someone something that in some countries in yesteryears, if you don't have a beard, you are not seen as a man. The most intelligent men we are heavily bearded.
Like,
Is
But
that why
when-
you're keeping yours?
no, wait
Maybe
first.
two.
Wait first.
Osumo. Osumo brainless.
ó jìnnà sí brain ó fẹ́ fara pẹ́ madness.
Your pikin papa, Oshimo brainless. I called your pikin papa, that is you.
àti ẹ̀ka mi sí náà
I think so.
pikin papa bro south far now.
That deep actually.
No, that's it. Finish the blue, and I get to reverse you. If you don't, let me not talk.
So,
But and you will discover that entering into the 1800s, 1900s, 1950s, 1960s, even as a broadcaster for TV stations like CNN and all that, you are not expected to have a beard.
yeah.
Will you say that everybody has a fashion expression of time and season? Do you know many of these fashion trends we do, the baggies we wear and all that? A generation has worn it before,
They have actually.
and another generation is wearing it
In a
again.
different
So
way.
life is like cycle. So I think your perspective of mad is not totally.
Let me
no,
let me cut you short
Mad,
actually.
okay.
It's not about even about being mad. When you had said mad now, something just brings into my head. There's this fashion designer, oh God bless me, I've forgotten his name actually, pardon me, but it was Alex something, Alexander something something.
Alex again.
Alexander something something. But the particular fashion show he did, in the fashion show,
Okay.
the makeup they did for all the models was like a zombie type of makeup.
Okay.
What they were wearing, it was more or less looking like zombie kind of clothes.
Okay.
And how they were walking, they were not walking like normal models. They were walking the zombie walk.
Yeah.
We need to know that
Yeah.
on modeling, the wrong way, we have what we call zombie walk actually. They're walking like really. That's how they were walking naturally. And people were there. The audience were there. They loved what they were seeing.
Wow.
That is creativity right there. That's why I say sometimes actually when it comes to fashion, there's a level of fashion that we are seeing outside there that we can't attain it here.
Of
Like for the
course.
clothes I wore now that I told you that I wore.
Yeah.
If I wear it out there, it's even looking less in fashion in America actually. It's looking
Yeah.
less. Because there's some fashion that you wear short skirts. Okay, how many of us watch Korean movies?
I
You don't know how short their skirts are, the ladies.
Yeah.
They wear short skirts. They now come and maybe they wear a white shirt. They now wear a jacket that is long to the point of the skirts. They
Yeah.
wear their heels. Let us not lie. Do or do they not look pretty? They look pretty. Try that in
Very
Nigeria.
Ah,
Try that in
for real?
Nigeria. No,
They are
like
gonna
try
shock
that
you
in
up.
Nigeria.
Okay, but
They want, but it is nice.
Mhm.
It's not indecent.
Yeah.
It is actually okay, but try that in Nigeria.
I think the problem is the way we interpret moderation. You know, I said something. Moderation to me is different from what moderation is to you.
Actually.
Because to me, I might just think, okay, wearing a long sleeve and a
Long
flowing
gown.
dress makes you look moderate. But whereas to you, depending on the background, depending on the environment you find yourself,
Depending
wearing
on-
skimpy wears and all of that might be your own moderation.
Depending on how you carry
Yeah.
it, though, let's not like that. People that take this to a different extent. That's what we actually do have.
That's how I'm saying that it's actually different perspective towards it.
It is too. But
I'm
it's
seeing 6, you're seeing 9.
actually.
It's the
like,
same
like,
design.
like I said, when I saw that dress of the gowns, the splitted skirts, the
6,
short
you're seeing 9.
skirts.
Joshua,
Yeah.
where have your mind went?
Sorry.
Like when I saw that,
I hope it's not 69.
It
Like
says
what's
69.
What?
Like I'm saying 6, she's saying 9. It's the same thing.
And
And-
6'9".
What's 6,
What
9?
was 6'9"?
Oh,
I'm
thank God you
lost.
don't know.
Alright,
Let's go.
so
I'm
Let's
lost
go.
together,
Let's go. Let's go.
I hope
like
you
I
don't know
said,
it.
like I said, when I saw that guy wearing that same pattern of the lady, he wore a long skirt. He now wore a short skirt inside. He now wore a
It was looking
coat on
awkward
top.
to you.
No, it was, for me, it was still looking okay.
Okay.
Because it was on the runway, it was looking okay. To some other people, it was looking
Very
not
awkward.
okay. To some people, it was making him look gay.
Yeah.
But me looking at his face, I knew he was not gay.
Okay, just
It was-
like you saying, I love to see men weave their hair, make their hair.
Not
Then I
necessarily.
and some will just say, kilo de no, are you a woman? We don't even know the difference between you and your wife. When you are going to the salon, you now go with your wife.
Actually, yeah, there's people like that though. So it actually differs.
So it's different.
It actually, fashion actually differs though. But fashion is something that I feel we should actually always try to embrace. There's some fashions that are just going
You're
extreme.
embracing your local body with our embracing person yet good. Is that embracing?
That's the problem though.
That's
It's
who I
mentality
baby.
actually. When it comes to fashion, we actually think of mentality too. Like I said, the women that saw me and my friend that day, it was actually the mentality that made them think that by being a shower and all of that. Or somebody else that maybe somebody else in Lagos that is more exposed, like a fashion designer in Lagos that goes for shows regularly. We look at us and be like, pretty ladies, I like your height because we know naturally we are tall. So we also even feel like, okay, we look good on this.
yeah.
It's mentality too, shape we get. So when it comes to fashion, mentality actually really does matter. There was even this fashion show that came up, was it not last year? The fashion show, they did it as if they were not prepared.
Okay.
This was what they were doing. The models came outside and they're pretending that it was just then and there they were wearing their clothes. That was the concept. You know, normally we dress and we walk, but the concept there was, I think they're pushing us on stage, that go, don't you know you're already late, but it was a lie. The concept was to make you know that this type of dress I'm bringing out, this type of design I'm bringing out, is something that even if you're late,
you can easily wear it,
you can easily wear it and you can go. But let's say we give that, I saw that video to some people here in Nigeria.
Why are they dressing on
stage? What is wrong with them? What is like? They won't understand it. But quickly I could discover that this is what they were driving at. So mentality actually matters when it comes to fashion too. But I will not lie, we should try not to always go back with. Imagine I wear a short jumper which is here. I open this place now. In fact, I don't even say I won't even do it again. I shall remove the ones who supposed to cover me. And I say it's fashion. Bitch, no. Bitch, you know you're doing something else. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So fashion in itself actually has its own moderation and modesty actually. It just depends on how we wear it and how we carry ourselves.
Okay, I think I understand now.
Yeah,
I think I understand now. No, fine. I was able to get clarity on the aspect that it's artistry.
Creativity.
You understand? It's creativity. So somebody just had to think of something and try to represent it with models like you. Just as you explained, mannequins.
They're just trying to bring out
your work. You get, I think I understand. Then in the place of moderation, it now depends on you guys.
Depends on
it depends on you guys. Because some fashion is not fashioning anymore.
Well, you see one thing I just discovered
here.
No, not everything that we can.
We cannot but express.
I hope you all know that it's not all the clothes that the designer brings out on the runway that everybody buys.
And the point is, even aside that, there are occasions for all of these outfits.
Thank you.
Getting the right wears for the right occasion
matters.
You cannot be going for a dinner party with your husband and and you cannot want to swim like the previous episode we had, and you now put on agbada.
What are
you expecting?
No.
Okay, I'm going to the beach. You are not expecting to see through.
You are
like,
off.
hello.
You are off.
So one of the things I began to understand from everything we discussed is the fact that we can't totally judge the models. We need to judge the creators, because the models are just representatives of the creativity of the creator.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's the creator that brings out what we all wear. Now, we can all admit to one thing as well and agree to one thing. If we are to dress how we want to be addressed, we must discover that how people address us is subjective to the mentality of people.
Okay.
You can actually wear a gown from here to here and people will still judge you.
Of course.
Yeah. You can, they will still judge you.
So in Africa especially, until we have a long way to go in the way we see people who dress. Definitely, maybe some of our ideologies of, okay, this person could be gay, like many people term many in the modeling industry. People told me I have some.
But when it comes to that, we are always right anyway.
We are sometimes right. Not everything. Not everything is the way it is. But definitely, fashion is going to always determine a representative of the culture we are running currently. Okay. Because if the creator is currently creating things that are, to you now, you're saying, okay, he's a mad person to wear, then definitely we need to look at the mentality of the creator themselves.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because my own is to model and wear a clothes.
And get
and get out.
Exactly.
So, and definitely we must also understand the extremities of fashion. So sometimes we can even use fashion to judge the thinking perspective of somebody, but we can't totally judge whoever is putting on those kind of things. Even though a friend of mine always say that the market is psychological. So definitely, if I patronize what you wear,
this guy, this American guy,
Kanye West,
that one wearing wife they do, I think I'm girlfriend, na fashion.
No, that is not. No. Let's not get this. When we talk about fashion, it doesn't mean imagine I wake up one day. I wear one purple here, I wear pink, I wear orange, I wear blue. I go outside and say it's fashion. You should check me well. Like, should we get?
So you also agree that Kanye West and
the one that Kanye West is doing, it's between him and his wife, girlfriend. It's only them that know what's going on.
Understand?
It's only them that know. It's not fashion now.
What is so much
It's not fashion.
I wonder why somebody.
But when we talk about fashion, actually, it actually has to do with things that are kind of trending.
Yeah.
And to some certain extent acceptable to the
and it's the last thing that is acceptable from Kanye West is Yeezy. After Easy, this one
So
is
that is it. So if
oh,
it's not trending, if it's not acceptable to the larger audience, it's not fashion. It's just you trying to
The foolish.
or do whatever makes you happy in your own weird way.
Mm.
Like I hope you get that.
I think we should never permit that to totally doing what makes you happy in your own
Weird way. So we can't have that as fashion. Please, it's only them that know what they're doing.
So according to we should also be cautious of you trying to do something that is foolish in your own weird way. You can drop your own comment as well
In your own
on
weird way.
the comment section as well, but
In your
in your
own
own
weird
weird way.
We know what we are doing now.
We
Yeah.
don't know what we are doing actually, so we have to check that as well. Thanks so much, Blossom, for being a part of
Alright,
this.
so nice, it was nice being here, guys. It was nice
so-
having you on the show. Thank you.
And I know that our audience out there too will find it nice to have you there. It's just that I have one problem. Please subscribe this thing. That's my own problem.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. It's very important you subscribe. Until we meet next time and cross your timeline again, guys. Bye.
Bye.